Hi babies, welcome back to Thursday's episode. What is on the menu for today? Well, we are going to be talking about what to do when you finish a little bit too early or faster than you'd like to. But first, before we get started, if you are new here, welcome to my channel. I'm Miranda, aka Pleasure Baby, and this is where I help guide you to step right into your pleasure, talking about those taboo things and making them obviously not so taboo, because that's not the world we should live in. Now, is it? So if you're curious on what to do when you bust too early, stay tuned, because we're gonna run through my top recommendations to make sure that your partner is not left in the dust. All right, let's get started with number one. So first things first, keep going. Just because you finished a little bit faster than you intended does not mean that playtime or party time needs to end. You can keep going. Now, I'm not saying you keep going with your penis, but you definitely can keep going with other things that you have in your toolbox or in your belt, which could be something as simple as using a toy, especially if you are fatigued and you are tapped after you orgasm. So using a toy can definitely help you out. However, you have your hands and you have your mouth so that you can bring your partner to their max amount of pleasure and to get them to that end zone too. But if they don't orgasm, that's okay, because we're not here for the orgasm. We're here to make the most out of our pleasure and getting our partners to experience their max amount of pleasure too. So just because you finished early does not mean everything has to stop. The second thing is that multiple orgasms are a very real thing for both penis owners and vulva owners. Now, if your refractory period, meaning the time that you bust to the time you can bust again, is a little bit longer, then you're gonna wanna stick to your lips, your tongue, your hands, and your toys. Now, if you are somebody who has a shorter refractory period, then multiple orgasms can definitely be the play for you and for your partner, around 2 per se. If you have finished too early and you are interested in prostate play, this is a different way that you can trigger another orgasm through a different way of stimulation. Now, if you don't know where the prostate is, it is located in the anus. However, it can also be stimulated just by light touch or tongue play or toy play in the back door, which we all know I love the back door. And maybe this calls for a new anal video, let's say. Now, another form of orgasm that you might be able to achieve is actually a nipple orgasm. The nipple has tons of different nerve endings in it that are easily stimulated by temperature, by touch, by wetness, by sucking, by a bunch of different things to trigger you to get another erection even, or just another type of body orgasm. So there are options out here. Plus, you can also bring your vulva owning partner into a multiple orgasm kind of state. Let's say you finish first and they've already came once, but they want to come more. What can you do to get them to that edge, to bring them to their version of a finale? Put in work. Sex is about compatibility, communication, understanding your partner's wants, your needs, and your desires. Even though quickies are awesome and definitely necessary sometimes, honestly, building that sensation, building and paving the way for multiple orgasms is a total vibe, leaving you completely dusted by the end of it. However, that is a money move. If you can bring somebody multiple orgasms, then honey, you got your shit on lock. Number 3 is going to be go again. I mean, I just talked about the refractory period. Hey, if you normally have a longer refractory period and then all of a sudden you get aroused again, there is no shame in doing some form of penetration from the start. Yeah, you might last a little bit longer this time, which might be a bonus, and that means your playtime can be extended. Just because you might have came once already does not mean it's not possible to do the same again. We're all about breaking the odds here. So hey, if you get that erection, go on, give it a shot. And if you don't come, I almost promise you, you will be still receiving pleasure. And that's really what we're here for at the end of the day. Now, if you completely want to combat finishing too early just as a whole and in general, maybe it's your first time hooking up with somebody, or maybe this is something that happens to you consistently. There are different ways that you can learn how to control your ejaculation, but I can do that in a separate video, and I have done edging in the past. So if you haven't seen the video on edging and orgasm control, then definitely go watch that, and that will teach you a bunch of different tricks on how not to come early. But here are some quick fixes for you, just in case you want to bring this into the bedroom tonight or even this weekend. Something that takes a little bit less time and training. So first things first, I want you to masturbate anywhere between 1 to 2 hours before you go hook up, or play with somebody. I will for sure help guide you in not busting early because you've already had that first nut. Usually that second nut gives you a little bit more time to play with, which is exactly what we're trying to do here. My next recommendation would be to use a little bit thicker of a condom than you normally would. So not something that is on the thin mice side of things, something that you're going to be experiencing lots of different textures, sensations, those rib-like condoms and whatnot. Stay away from those if you bust quick. Do something that's on the thicker side, something that's going to decrease the amount of stimulation that your penis is receiving. My last tip for you would be to talk to your partner ahead of time, or your play partner, saying, hey, I usually bust a little bit early, so just play with my edging game. Especially if you don't know how to edge yourself, your partner can help. One of the best ways to do so is having your partner on top, gauging the way your body is responding. So if they start feeling your body tightening up, they know they can pull back, hop off, or just completely stop stimulation in general. Because when we're giving and we are receiving all of that pleasure, it can be really, really hard for us to just shut it off. And that's why edging is a really great option to learn ahead of time, doing those Kegel exercises. Now, that is something that is more long-term, and we are trying to do more of a short-term fix. So having your partner on top, playing with your edge game is gonna be really, really, really helpful, because that allows you to stay into your body and allows your partner to kind of guide you through your pleasure. Now, that was a really nice short video with just some small tips that really anybody can bring into the bedroom this evening or for their next playtime engagement. Now, if you haven't done so already, what are you waiting for? Don't forget to like this video and give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel so that you never miss a beat. You don't want to miss a Monday episode or a Thursday episode. And if you're wanting to see more and learn more, maybe about me or maybe about your sex life and what you could bring into the bedroom potentially this evening, morning, or afternoon, all of those were completely out of order. But you know what I'm saying. You can head over to my socials where I post daily content. So you can follow my Instagram and my TikTok. If there's anything that you guys want me to cover, let me know in the comment section, and I will be sure to take it into consideration and potentially even bring it to you on Monday. Because as of right now, I don't have an idea. So let me know either in the comment section or head to my Instagram and just slide into my DMs where I will respond to your message. All right, babies. I hope you have a great weekend, and I will see you on Monday.